everyone. So today we will see the examples of Cauchy-Riemann equations in the polar form, and after that we will start a new topic, harmonic functions. So let us start with the examples of Cauchy-Riemann equations in the polar form. Example 1. Show that f of z is equal to 1 by z is analytic everywhere except at z equal to 0 and find f dash of z. Now here you can use z equal to x plus iy, but that will be complicated, so we will use z equal to r e raised to I theta. Okay? It is better to use જ્યારે પણ f of z 1 by z કેવું આપેલું હોય ત્યારે use this only, that is z equal to r e raised to I theta. Do not go for z equal to x plus iy કેમ કે ખૂબ જ complicated થઈ જશે આગળ. So use this function z equal to r e raised to I theta. હવે જ્યારે આ પોલાર ફોર્મમાં આપેલું હોય ત્યારે ફંક્શનની એનાલિટિક છે કે નહીં ચેક કરવું હોય તો ત્યારે આપણે આ કન્ડિશન્સ ચેક કરવા પડશે, that is del u by del r should be equal to 1 by r del v by del theta and del u by del theta should be equal to minus r of del v by del r. જો આ બંને કન્ડિશન્સ સેટિસ્ફાય થાય then we can say that it is continuous everywhere except at z equal to 0. Okay? તો આ કન્ડિશન્સ આપણે ચેક કરશું જે પોલાર ફોર્મમાં જ્યારે z equal to x plus iy લઈએ છીએ ત્યારે આપણે કયા કન્ડિશન્સ ચેક કરીએ છીએ કે ux should be equal to ux, or you can write del u by, ત્યારે આપણે આ કન્ડિશન્સ ચેક કરીએ છીએ કે del u by del x should be equal to del v by del y and del u by del y should be equal to minus del v by del x. Okay? So whenever you are using z equal to x plus iy form, you are checking this. You have to check this. But whenever you are going for polar form, then these conditions should be met. And from that we can say that the function is analytic at which points. Okay? So now, again આપણે z equal to r e raised to I theta લીધું છે. So f of z will be 1 by z. So 1 by r e raised to I theta. But I can rewrite this equation as 1 by r into e raised to minus I theta. And we all know the value of e raised to I theta is cos theta minus sin theta, minus I sin theta. So here in place of e raised to minus I theta, we can put this term. Okay? Now this is our u plus iv form. So આપણને આમાંથી u, that is real part term મળી જશે, that is 1 by r cos theta, and v will be imaginary part, that is 1 by r minus 1 by r sin theta. So we got u and v. Now from this we can find del u by del r, del u by del r, del u by del theta, del v by del r and del v by del theta. Okay? જેમાં આપણે x અને y માં કરતા હતા એમ આમાં કરવાનું છે. So let us find del u by del r. What will be del u by del r? Minus 1 by r square into cos theta. Because we have partial differentiation with respect to r. Now del u by del theta, that is equal to minus 1 by r into sin theta. Now for v if we find, then we get del v by del r, that is equal to 1 by r square sin theta, and del v by del theta is equal to minus 1 by r cos theta. Okay? હવે આપણને આ ચારેય ટર્મ્સ મળી ગઈ છે, તો આપણે આ કન્ડિશન્સ ચેક કરી લઈએ. Okay? So let us check the condition, that is del u by del r should be equal to 1 by r del v by del theta. So let us put the values of del u by del r and del v by del theta and check. So what is the value of del u by del r? Minus 1 by r square into cos theta is equal to 1 by r, and what is the value of del v by del theta? This, minus 1 by r cos theta. So we got minus 1 by r square cos theta equal to minus 1 by r square cos theta. We can see here that both the values are same. So this first condition is satisfied. Okay? This condition is satisfied. Now let us check the another condition, that is del u by del theta should be equal to minus r del v by del r. Now what is the value of del u by del theta? Minus 1 by r sin theta equal to minus r, and what is the value of del v by del r? 1 by r square sin theta. So this r and this r will get cancelled. So again we can see that both these terms are equal. So this condition is also satisfied. So we can write that Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied. And so we can say that the function is analytic. F of z is equal to 1 by z is analytic everywhere except at z equal to 0. Okay? So આવી રીતના જ્યારે પોલાર ફોર્મ આપેલું હોય તો આવી રીતના ચેક કરવાનું. Now what will and we in the question it is also asked to find f dash of z. So f dash of z જ્યારે પોલાર ફોર્મ હોય ત્યારે કેવી રીતના ફાઇન્ડ કરવાનું? જ્યારે પોલાર ફોર્મ નહોતું ત્યારે આપણે આવી રીતના ફાઇન્ડ કરતા હતા u પ્લસ iv. ઓકે, and અહીંયા આપણે u અને v ની વેલ્યુ પુટ કરી દેતા હતા. But whenever it is in the polar form, its formula is e raised to minus I theta ur plus ivr. Okay, ur plus ivr. That is, ur means del u by del r and vr means del v by del r. Okay, so જ્યારે સાદું ફોર્મ હતું x plus iy નું ત્યારે આપણે આ ટર્મ યુઝ કરતા હતા ux plus ivx વાળી or vy minus ivy. પણ જ્યારે પોલાર ફોર્મ હોય you have to use this function, this formula to find f dash of z, that is e raised to minus I theta del u by del r plus I del v by del r. So let us find the f dash z, value of f dash z. Okay, so f of z is what? 1 by z, and we have to find f dash of z. So to find f dash z, we will use formula f dash of z is equal to, we will use this formula of polar form, that is e raised to minus I theta del u by del r plus I del v by del r. So substituting the value here, what is the value of del u by del r? Minus 1 by r square cos theta plus I into, what is the formula of del v by del r? 1 by r square into sin theta. Okay? Now solving it further, we can write e raised to minus I theta. If I take 1 by r square common, minus 1 by r square common, then I will get cos theta minus I sin theta. Okay? So I can write e raised to minus I theta minus 1 by r square, and cos theta minus I sin theta is equal to e raised to minus I theta. Okay? So here in place of this I can write e raised to minus I theta. So I can write minus 1 by r square e raised to I theta into e raised to I theta. જો આ બંને ટર્મ્સને હું ડિનોમિનેટર પાર્ટમાં લઈ લઉં તો it will be positive. That is minus 1 by r square e raised to I theta into e raised to I theta. So that is equal to minus 1 by r square e raised to 2I theta. So I can write minus 1 by r e raised to I theta no whole square, and value of r e raised to I theta, we know that is z. So here in place of r e raised to I theta, we can write minus 1 by z square. Okay. So you can see that f of z શું હતું 1 by z અને f dash of z છે એ obviously minus 1 by z square જ થવાનું છે. But we have to show that. So we use this formula and we finally got the answer f dash of z. So in this way, in the polar form, you have to use this formula and you have to find f dash of z. So f of z is 1 by z. So f dash z will be minus 1 by z square. Okay. So example 2. Show that fz is equal to, function f of z is equal to log z is analytic everywhere except at the origin and find its derivative. Again, here we have to use the same method and here again we will take z equal to r e raised to I theta. And now if I put this value in this function, then we will get f of z equal to log z. So u plus iv will be log of r e raised to I theta. So I can write log r plus log e raised to I theta. પણ અહીંયા log પણ છે ને exponential term પણ છે. So log r and log e I theta will be written as I theta. કેમકે log હોય અને exponential પણ હોય તો it will be I theta. Okay. Now comparing the real and imaginary part, we will get u and v. Comparing real and imaginary part, we will get u, that is real term, that is log r, and v is theta. Now again we have to find del u by del r. Del u by del r will be 1 by r and del u by del theta will be 0 because here no theta term is present. Similarly, del v by del r will be 0 and del v by del theta will be 1. Okay. Now we got all the 4 values. So we will check the conditions. Conditions of analytic, that is del u by del r should be equal to 1 by r of del v by del theta. And the second condition is del u by del theta should be minus r of del v by del r. Okay. So again these conditions are satisfied because del u by del r is 1 by r and del v by del theta is 1. So again both and this is equal to 0. So C2CR, that is Cauchy-Riemann equations, are satisfied. So we can write that f of z equal to log z is analytic everywhere except at origin. Okay. But now in the question it is also told to find the derivative. So we have to find f dash z. Okay. So value of f dash z in the polar form, you have to remember this formula, that is e raised to minus I theta ur plus ivr. It means e raised to minus I theta, ur means del u by del r, plus vr means del v by del r. So here you have to substitute the value and you will get f dash of z. E raised to minus I theta, what is the value of del u by del r? 1 by r plus I, and what is the value of del v by del r is 0. So we got 1 by r e raised to minus I theta. So that is equal to 1 by r e raised to I theta, and that is equal to value of r e raised to I theta is z. So that is equal to 1 by z. So we can see that f of z છે એ log z હતું તો f dash z છે 1 by z જ આવવું જોઈએ, and we got f dash z, that is 1 by z. Okay. So in this way you have to find f dash of z. So example 3. Prove that cos hz is an analytic function and hence find its derivative. Again it is the similar example. We have to take f of z is given cos hz, but we know that value of cos hz is equal to cos iz, and here in place of z we can substitute x plus iy. So here substituting the value we get cos I into x plus iy. So multiplying I inside the bracket we get cos ix plus cos I square y. But value of I square is minus 1. So we get cos ix minus y. Now we can apply cos A minus B formula, that is cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. Okay. But value of cos ix is again cos hx, and value of sin ix is equal to I sin hx. Okay. So put that value and we finally get this term. So from this term we get u, that is real part, and v, that is imaginary part. So u is cos hx into cos y and v is sin hx into sin y. Now we did many examples, so you should know how to find ux, vy, uy and minus uy and vx, that is del u by del x, del u by del y, and you should know that. So whenever you have to find it by yourself and then check, you will get ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. These conditions are satisfied, so we can say that cos hz is an analytic function. Okay, whenever the conditions are satisfied, that function will be analytic. Okay, now what is told? That you have to find its derivative. So again f dash of z, પણ આ x અને આ y ના ફોર્મમાં છે, so our formula will be ux plus ivx. જો થીટા ના ફોર્મમાં હોય તો it is e raised to minus I theta del u by del r plus del v by del r. Okay, પણ આ real polar form માં હોય તો, but this is in the x and y form, so our f dash z will be ux plus ivx. So what is the value of ux? The del u by del x is here, and we have to substitute value of del v by del x here. And solving it further, we can take I common. No, we have to put sin hx equal to minus I sin ix, and I cos hx is equal to cos ix. Then you have to take I common, and then you will get this term, that is sin A minus B. And again, to get the positive term here, we will multiply by I. So here we will get sin I into x plus iy. But again, sin iy that is equal to I sin hy. So I sin h into this term. So it will be minus I square sin h into x plus iy. But x plus iy is again z. So we got sin hz. Okay. Why we multiplied I inside? આપણે I અંદર multiply શું કામ કર્યું? કેમ કે આપણને શું આપેલું છે? ફંક્શન cos hz. એટલે એનું f dash z, એનું ડેરિવેટિવ આપણને ખબર જ છે કે sin hz થવાનું છે. So in order to get sin hz, you have to do like this. Then only you will get sin hz. And minus I square will be minus 1. So તો જ તમને આવી રીતના મળશે. Okay, so here in order to get I square, we have to multiply it by I. So we got f dash z equal to sin hz. Okay, now we will study the new topic, that is harmonic functions. So let us see the introduction part of harmonic function. So whenever f of z is equal to u plus iv, then according to Cauchy-Riemann equations, function analytic ક્યારે થાય? કે જ્યારે ux by ને equal હોય અને uy minus vx ને equal હોય. But differentiating ux equal to vy with respect to x and uy equal to minus vx with respect to y, we get, હવે આ જે ux equal to vy છે, એ બંનેને હું x ના રિસ્પેક્ટમાં ડિફરન્શિએટ કરું તો શું મળશે? uxx equal to vyx. Similarly, આ જે ટર્મ છે એને y ના રિસ્પેક્ટમાં ડિફરન્શિએટ કરીએ તો શું મળે? uyy equal to minus vxy. Now here we assume that the second order partial derivatives, they are called second order partial derivatives of u and v. Thus we have uxx plus uyy equal to 0 and vxx plus vyy equal to 0. જ્યારે આ conditions meet થશે then they are called harmonic functions. uxx એટલે del square u by del x square. uyy means del square u by del y square. And generally writing in place of u and v, if I write phi, then we can write del square phi by del x square plus del square phi by del y square equal to 0, or you can write phi xx plus phi yy equal to 0. Okay. Now, what is called the harmonic conjugate function? If f of z is equal to u plus iv is analytic, then u and v both are harmonic functions, and in such case, f of z જો u plus iv હોય તો u અને v harmonic functions કહેવાય. Okay, and in such case they are called conjugate harmonic functions. Harmonic functions છે એ કઈ રીતના ખબર પડે કે uxx plus uyy એ બંનેનું એડિશન 0 થવું જોઈએ અને vxx plus vyy નું એડિશન પણ 0 થવું જોઈએ. Whenever both these conditions are satisfied, we can say that the given function is harmonic. Okay, so let us see the example. Today we will see only one example. In the next lecture we will continue with other examples. So example 1. If f of z is equal to e raised to z, then show that it is a harmonic function. We have to show that they are harmonic functions. તો ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ આપણે જેમ કરતા હતા એમ જ કરવાનું છે કે f of z equal to e raised to z. z is equal to x plus iy. We know that z equal to x plus iy. So here in place of z we have to put the limit, put the value. So here we can write e raised to x into e raised to iy. But e raised to I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, cos y plus I sin y. So e raised to x into this term will be written as this. So we can write like this. So from this we will get the real part and the imaginary part. So we got real part and this is our imaginary part. આપણે જેમ કરતા હતા એમ જ કરવાનું છે, પણ હાર્મોનિક ફંક્શન્સ છે કે નહીં એ ચેક કરવા માટે આપણે અહીંયા સેકન્ડ ડેરિવેટિવ પણ લેવાનું છે. So del u by del x, del v by del y. Then we have to also find del square u by del x square and del square v by del y square. Okay, so આ 4 ટર્મ્સ મળી ગઈ. પણ આપણે અહીંયા u નું ડિફરન્શિએશન x ના રિસ્પેક્ટમાં કર્યું હતું, પણ y ના રિસ્પેક્ટમાં કરવાનું બાકી છે. So again we have to write del u by del y and del square u by del y square. And here also we have done with respect to y, તો x ના રિસ્પેક્ટમાં પણ કરવાનું. So del v by del x and del square v by del x square. Okay, you all know how to do partial differentiation. So do this 8 partial differentiations, and after doing that you have to write these conditions કે જ્યારે del square u plus del x square plus del square u plus del y square is 0 થશે તો then that function will be harmonic. So according to this formula, if I put value of del square u by del x square, then we will get this, and this will be also this, but this both terms will get cancelled, so answer will be 0. So our first condition is satisfied. Okay, our condition of harmonic function will be this uxx plus uyy equal to 0, and that condition is satisfied. Now our second condition is del square v by del x square plus del square v by del y square. Again put the values and this again will get cancelled and answer will be again 0. So again this condition is satisfied. So as both the conditions are satisfied, we can say that u and v are harmonic functions. So in this way you have to check that whether the function is harmonic or not. Okay, whenever both the terms will be equal to 0, the functions will be harmonic, otherwise they will be not harmonic. Okay, thank you everyone. I hope you all liked my video lecture. Thank you.